back to a very special edition of the Georgia Farm Monitor. Special because we are coming to you from the 36th annual Sunbelt Ag Expo here in Moultrie, Georgia. And special because for the first time ever, Meals from the Field is on location. Joining me as always, my partner in crime, the Department of Agriculture's senior home economist, Marcia Crowley. So good to see you again, Marcia.
Ray.
This is fun.
It is fun.
We're out of the kitchen.
Yeah, and in
another kitchen.
Right.
So today we are talking about pecans and sweet potatoes. And before we
Correct.
get started, I do want to thank our fine friends at Ellis Brothers Pecans in Vienna, and also the sweet potatoes, by the way. They are courtesy Packer Produce in Moultrie. Both, by the way, are certified farm market members. So let's talk sweet potatoes, let's talk pecans.
All right, the first thing we're going to do today is a traditional sweet potato souffle, just in time for the holidays. I've got 4 cups of cooked mashed Georgia sweet potatoes in here.
Okay.
I'm going to add to that 2 beaten eggs. Y'all may have something similar to this at home. A cup of sugar, and you can definitely cut back on the sugar if you don't have a real sweet tooth.
You notice Marcia doesn't let me mix anymore?
Yeah. A teaspoon of vanilla. A teaspoon of sugar. A cup of milk. Half a cup of milk, I'm sorry.
In the Georgia Farm Bureau measuring cup, by the way. Thank you.
And 2 tablespoons of melted butter. All right, Ray, you want to stir
Yes,
that up?
now I get to stir it
just
up.
Stir that up.
Okay. Stir it up.
And while Ray is stirring that up,
Do I get to lick the spoon?
After you put it in the bowl.
I'm kidding. Would I do that?
No. While Ray's doing that, I'm going to mix up the topping. It's a crunch topping. It's a quarter of a cup.
Is that good?
That's
Is that
good.
Okay.
Just pour it in there.
Pour it in there?
Yep. We've got a quarter of a cup of flour, a cup of brown sugar, light or dark, it doesn't matter. A cup of chopped Georgia pecans. Georgia is #1 in pecans in the nation. Don't let anybody from Texas or any other state tell you any different.
You go, Marcia.
And 2.5 tablespoons of melted butter. We're going to mix that up. Georgia pecans are very high in antioxidants, low in fat, very good for you. It's believed that they will help reduce cholesterol. Although I wouldn't say that with the 2 cups of sugar in this recipe, but by themselves. All right, we're going to spread this over the top of Ray's mashed sweet potato souffle.
A little thick there, huh?
It's thick. I'm telling you, it's crunchy and good. Just kind of spread it out evenly.
Yummers.
And you're going to bake this at 350 for 30 minutes or until it's bubbly.
Y'all see that?
And we have a finished product right over there. Ray, you want to?
I also hand model part-time, so how's that?
It's good.
That's hot.
It's still warm.
It's hot.
It's still warm. Still warm from the oven.
No more hand modeling because
Okay,
now
you're
the
good.
skin's burned off.
You don't want to mess those up. All right, this is going to be a lighter version of that, a healthier version, if you will. It's roasted sweet potatoes, and this is 4 Georgia sweet potatoes that have been cubed, and I've sprayed the bottom with oil. A quarter of a cup of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of hot pepper flakes, which you can buy in the spice section of your grocery store. And if you don't like really hot, this is not really hot, but you can definitely cut back on the pepper flakes. And a teaspoon of salt. A cup of chopped Georgia pecans. Sweet potatoes are very good for you. They're considered a superfood, really healthy for you. You just mix all this together. And you bake this at 350 for about 45 minutes, and halfway through you need to stir it to make sure that the olive oil is distributed the right way.
And through the magic of television, you ready? Watch this. Poof! We have a finished product for you. Look at that. That's the finished product.
And then somebody asked me yesterday when we did this if the hot pepper flakes were that hot, and after she tried it, she couldn't even tell they were in there. So they just make the sweet potatoes pop a little bit.
All right, we got about 45 seconds, Marcia.
All right, we're going to talk about a pecan cheese tart. It's just basic like pimento cheese with a cup of pecans, some onions, and these little wrappers here are wonton wrappers that you put in the bottom of a muffin tin and just bake them for 5 minutes and you stuff them. And y'all get to try those
Awesome.
too.
How about a hand for Marcia, huh?
And Ray. And Ray.
And folks, once again, you can find all the recipes by logging on to gfb.org/recipes. Again, Meals from the Field on location here from the Sunbelt Ag Expo. Folks, thank you very much for coming out, and we've got some free samples for you. Another round of applause for Marcia.
And Ray.
Paul, we'll send it back to you.